It's that time of the year, Christmassy and all. That's a new single right there. Our good friend Jamie Paul. We just heard her, Busy Bee, the singer extraordinaire, and the legend, Larry Gatlin, joining the program today. Hey, how's it going, Larry?
Hey, Chad, how you doing, pal? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Good to, I know Belle's like, don't make him sing. I'm like, dude, settle down. It's going to be fun. Things are great, man. So let's talk about the song, because as you guys can hear, we've been playing it, which is amazing. How'd you guys come together to do this?
Well, first of all, Jamie is a wonderful human being and an incredible singer. When my assistant, Bonnie Brozick, heard it, she said, that's Nora Jones all over again. And it's right. She's marvelous, a very sweet person. A friend of mine named Jack Lanham, a promoter who's, booked a few shows for me out through the years, called Bonnie just to see what, check my temperature on that. And, we do like we do everything. We go on to Google. And first of all, I took Jack's word for it. But I played some music by Miss Jamie, and she's just wonderful. And we got together in a recording studio with some old jazz cats, who know how to play that kind of old pop jazz music. And it was a lot of fun doing it. And I'm very honored that she would ask me to sing along. So I think it's a wonderful little record.
And Jamie, there you are. You're the Nora Jones, the better, cooler version of Nora Jones. How cool is that?
I guess so. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that.
So it's interesting,
I think
right?
Nora Jones would appreciate it too.
Well,
that voice is amazing. She's our busy bee lady, as you know. Yeah. So how pumped were you to get Larry to get on board and do this?
I was super excited, super humbled, super honored. Bonnie had sent me a text that Larry had sent to her saying, I love her voice. And I just thought, oh my gosh, that's like the biggest compliment in the world, that the legendary Larry Gatlin is complimenting me and saying that he loves my voice. I'm just so excited and honored. So, and we did. Larry had it right. We had the best time in the studio.
When did you guys record it?
It was April 25th of this year. And oddly enough, that was the same day that my Gershwin songbook record came out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So the day before, on April 24th, the band and I, the same band that's on this single, had just finished recording an album worth of Richard Rodgers' songbook. Like he writes a lot of musical stuff. We had a really great time doing the record. And then on the 25th is when the Gershwin songbook dropped and Larry and I recorded this single.
Larry, are you very jazzy?
I am very jazzy. I really am. We, the brothers and I, our mother had a baby brother. Our mom played piano for us, the years when we were just kids starting singing out in West Texas, little churches and stuff. And she had a baby brother, our Uncle James, who was a really cool cat. And he moved from the little town, Alney, Texas, up by the Red River, moved to Dallas when he was like 16 years old, before he ever got out of high school, because he really was a savant. He would stand at the end of the piano and watch my mother take lessons from her piano teacher. And Mama would kind of struggle with it a little bit and learn. And Uncle James would sit down and just all that stuff. And years later, I told the great jazz pianist, Ahmad Jamal, I said, my uncle, turned me on to your music and Count Basie and Ella and Frank and Tony Bennett and the Four Freshmen with Brass, Nat King Cole, all of those jazz cats back, from back in the 30s and 40s. And he said, I think I knew your uncle. Is his name James Stone? I said, yes, it was. It was my Uncle James. So from childhood, I have loved that music, loved the great vocal stylists, and that's why I enjoyed this so much. Jamie she embodies that whole sound and that whole period. So I had a wonderful time in the studio making music with her.
Jamie
with
Paul.
you, I guess you're still on I won't talk about you in the third person.
No, it's good. Yeah, she's still alive. That's good. We're not. I mean, we don't do bad things to people in here. Jamie Paul's with us, of course. We always joke about the Busy Bee lady, but she's an amazing singer. The Busy Bee is just awesome. We have fun. And Larry Gatlin, the legend. By the way, what is it? 7 decades, Larry? 70 years? You guys been singing?
Yes. This past just 3 or 4 months ago, March 8th, we celebrated 70 years. We were kind of started singing in a little town in West Texas, Abilene, Texas, and there was a little talent show there out at one of the college auditoriums, and we loved gospel music, the Southern Gospel, the Blackwood Brothers and the Statesman Quartet and the Weatherford Quartet, people like that, and we won first prize in our age division. Of course, we were the only ones in the 2, 4, and 6 age division. They didn't have much choice, but that's just a joke. But we sang a little gospel song called "I Woke Up This Morning Feeling Fine." We won the trophy, and a gentleman named Slim Willett. His real name was Winston Moore, but his stage name was Slim Willett. Had a TV show on KRBC TV there in Abilene. And he called and asked if we'd be on his show every week, and for 2.5 years we did that. His main claim to fame was he wrote a little song for Perry Como that goes like this: "Don't let the stars get in your eyes, don't let the moon break your heart." That sold 6 million records back in 1954, which would be like selling 60 million, I guess, now. So that's how we got our start, and celebrated that, and we still love it. I saw Keith Urban a couple of months ago downtown, and we were talking about, and he said, "Well, mate, how long are you going to do this?" Because I told him about the 70s. I said, "Well, I'm going to do it as long as I can sing our song, 'I've Done Enough Dying Today,' in the key of A, or maybe A flat." But we're very grateful to God for our abilities. The first thing people say to us is, "You sound like you did 40 years ago." So I say, "Well, is that good?" Some people sound like they did 40 years ago and it wasn't good then. It ain't good now. But we're very blessed, very grateful.
And you sang on our show, which Bell was like forbidding to do, and thank God you did. Hey, Jamie Paul is in studio. We've got Larry Gatlin on the phone. When you guys did it in April, because Ken and I joke, our goal is to do a Hallmark movie. That's our dream. That's what we want to do. And we know that they do them in like April and May. Did you guys make it feel Christmassy when you did this?
No.
Oh.
We wanted to.
It was 104 outside.
It doesn't matter, Larry. You've got to play the part as part of being method.
I know. But,
part of the Christmas spirit, as of the Christian ethic, we, although that's not exactly a Christmas carol, kind of releasing it at this point in time, I just felt honored to be in there and singing a classic song with this classic lady.
It's not the Christmas. The joke about this song is what happened. Obviously, the controversy around the song, because we can't go now. It's like, oh, you have to leave. You have to go. I don't want to get in trouble for anything, Jamie. You must leave the apartment now.
Okay, so can I tell a funny story?
Absolutely.
That literally, so I was in the studio this morning up in Hendersonville with a friend of mine, and we were doing background vocal tracks. And I told my friend sitting on the couch, who doesn't really get on social media very much, but I said, well, I have an interview after this, and because my Christmas single, Baby It's Cold Outside, with Larry Gatlin. And he was like, what? And I said, yeah. And, well, I don't know anything. No one ever tells me anything. And he said, Jamie, you know this, have you gotten any like pushback from this song? And I said, what? Why would I get any pushback? And he said, oh my gosh, it's like the movement and the storyline of the song, the subject of the song. And he said, the Me Too movement is like all about not playing this song. And I said, well, first of all, I'm too like Pollyanna to think anything other about this song, then maybe she went home afterwards.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe he got her a taxi. She went home. Everything was good, and they're still friends.
Right? Exactly. Like I have never, ever, ever in my life thought about that ever. I just thought it was a great song, and it's fun and cute, and it's kind of like get over it already. It's a fun song. But the funny thing is that at the end of this song, and especially if you watch it on YouTube, you'll see the reaction between the two of us. So Larry, you were so brilliant by saying this at the end. He said, "Ooh, I'm freezing." And I step up to the mic and I say, "Ooh, me too."
Oh, see? Both you guys, he locked himself out is what you're saying.
Right, totally. So I was just like in it. I was in the moment. And so now when my friend said, "Oh, the Me Too movement," I was like, well, they're going to love the fact that I said me too.
Me too. Hashtag me too.
At the end of the song.
Jimmy Paul's with us. Larry Cadlen's with us. Larry, you couldn't be here today. Where are you?
Well, I'm sitting, actually, thank y'all, excuse me, for letting me do it from my easy chair. Here in Brentwood, excuse me, the brothers and I had the Opry Country Classics, Opry Country Christmas last night at the Opry. And we have it again tonight, and we're catching a 7 a.m. flight in the morning to Oklahoma City. We have a Christmas, country Christmas show in Guthrie, beautiful little town outside of Oklahoma City, and the next day in Houston. So I've been just kind of sitting around today and getting my Christmas sweater packed. But we love this time of year, and I think anyone who took unfair advantage of a woman should be held to account in the strongest possible terms. But having said that, my goodness, it's a song about two people, tongue-in-cheek, kind of playing grown-up pitter-patter back and forth. So I hope it didn't get anybody in trouble, but I was honored to be asked to do it. I mean, the lady asked me to sing the song. You know what I'm saying?
I know. So right away, you already have consent. So that's a good thing in today's world of lawsuits.
At least up to a point.
That's it.
Up to a point when I left and went out in the cold.
Right.
Hey, Larry, when does the Opry, does it still, when you get there, do you pinch yourself and go, oh, my goodness me?
Every time I go, when I walk out on that stage, there's only three reasons to rehearse a song, or if I'm back there taking someone on a tour to show them what it looks like and let them take a picture in the circle, or when I'm going to do a performance. Those three reasons. I don't use it as a thoroughfare. It's just my way of doing it. There and the rhyming also. If I need to get to the other side of the stage, I walk back around behind the band. That's where you walk. So I took my three grandsons out there last night. It was wonderful. Miss Lainey Wilson was there as our spotlight artist, and she sang so great. She's such a wonderful performer, and sweet as she can be. Just took my little three grandsons, Cash and Royal and Walker, in her arms. The little one, he's 4 years old today, and he just looked up at her. And she had that cowboy hat on, that beautiful Christmas green dress, and he just looked up to her and said, "Will you pick me up?" And she said, "Well, I surely will." And she just picked him up and loved on him. It was just the sweetest thing.
A lot of men would say that to her. Will you pick me up?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know.
But she was really sweet. Had a sleep at the wheel there the other night. Mandy Barnett, of course, Charlie McCoy. And we're doing it again tonight. Had a few 4 or 5 more of the Christmas shows. So, no, I honor and respect that place. I'm humbled by the fact that we've been members of the Opry almost, lacking short of about 18 months. We've been members of the Opry almost half as long as it's been in existence. This Christmas will be 48 years, I guess, 2 years.
Wow.
Being half, so 48 to 100. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, man. And, that is pretty good. And now you got Jelly Roll coming.
Yeah, we got all sorts of good things happening. That's wonderful. Wonderful addition.
So amazing. We appreciate you coming on, man. We know you got stuff to do. We're going to let you go. We're going to keep Jamie around, but thank you so much. The song is amazing, and God bless you, and thank you for coming on, and travel safe and have fun at Christmas.
God bless. God bless you, Jamie girl. We'll see
Thank
y'all.
you. Okay, God bless you, Larry. See you later.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thanks.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we're going to keep Jamie around, talk some more Christmas stuff and music and whatnot. We'll do that straight ahead. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 99.7. Baby, it's cold outside, but it's warm in here. But you need to go outside so I don't get in trouble. Jamie Paul, you guys heard the live Busy Bee being sung here. Thank you so much. Jamie Paul's with us. You've got a show you're doing at World Outreach.
Yes, on Sunday, we're doing 2 shows because Stickyard is our guest artist. They were our guest artist last year, and unfortunately, we had to turn away like so many people that had come from out of state to come to World Outreach and do the show or see the show. And so we said, what are we going to do? So we said, well, let's do 2 shows this year. So we did. And again, this is a good problem to have, but sad at the same time because within literally a couple of days, both shows were sold out. And that's a 2,500 seat auditorium.
That's awesome.
So, and when we say sold out, we're not making any money off the ticket sales. It's just
That's not what you told me off the air.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, we're printing
Chad.
money.
we're yeah. No, but it's just a place card holder.
Yeah,
like,
but they're all gone.
all gone.
So
yeah.
can you go to
come-
eBay or somewhere and find them, like Ticketmaster?
No.
Service charge?
No. But you can go, I think you can sit in one of the other auditoriums and they're going to stream it there at the church if you want to just come and be a part of the festivities. But it's also going to be streamed so you can watch it at home too.
That's so cool. So what do we
yeah.
get like for the Christmas show?
So our worship team, we have an opener where Stickyard, do you know what Stickyard
No,
is?
no.
So they're a huge like drum corps.
Oh, you know what? Okay, now my wife that's her jam.
Okay, so they come in like 2 semi-trucks full of all these different drums. And it's so amazing to see all these things backstage. And there's big drums in circles and semicircles and like all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. So they're going to open the show with Drummer Boy, like that's, the opener. And then the World Outreach Worship team will do like 5 or 6 songs ourselves. And then we'll kind of clear the stage and let Stickyard kind of take over.
Okay.
And then we'll come back on for the last 2 songs. And I think Stickyard's going to do like 6 or 7, maybe 8 songs of their own. But it's really cool. And we're going to have a painter painting while a trio sings. And no, that's my trio. Yeah, I'm singing Mary Did You Know in a trio, and we have a painter. And then there's another trio that sings When Love Was Born. And there's a sand artist who has this tray of sand, and there's light underneath it, so it really lights it up and makes it look amazing. And he does things with his fingers to draw a picture.
Isn't that funny? That guy
amazing.
probably did that when he was younger. People are like, that guy's stupid. What do you think? You're going to make a living at it? Oh, you are going to make a living at it? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what kind of songs are you, like, are you doing stuff that you've chosen, the church has chosen, that it's stuff that you've written?
No, it's all church. For this show, I'm just part of the worship team.
Okay.
So it's all church music. We do a secular, like, Christmas carol medley. When I say Christmas carol, I mean, like, I don't mean carol. I mean, like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
Matt hates that.
Jingle bells and things like that. So
We did the dog Jingle Bells earlier. It was horrible.
That's amazing.
That is the worst song ever. It's number 4 in our horrible songs. Our top, we're doing the 5 worst Christmas songs of all time. We're going to ask you about that. Jamie's here. I'm going to ask her some interesting stuff. I didn't tell her about Disney and what's going on with them, but I want to talk to her about that, which includes AI, the music industry, all of that stuff, how it's changed over the years. And Jamie Paul's here. She's got in fact, let's play a little bit of her song. It's Larry Gatlin and they got together and it was consensual.
That's the same guy that sang on our song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can pick all kinds of things, and you can also. Here's the other thing with this: you could use your voice, and it's insane. But
yeah, it's crazy.
And I know there are a lot of people out there who are afraid, and I sit here and I looked at like you said. You get where it's going, but at the same time, you can capitalize on it.
Yeah, you can.
A lot of people are scared of it. You have to learn to embrace some of these things.
Yeah, and that's true. And the reason why I reacted the way I reacted when I said, how less creative could they get, is because
it's Disney. How many more Hansel and Gretel poems do we have?
Well, true. But at the same time, it's like they do all these remakes with the live people. And I'm like, can you just come up with something new?
No, they want you to now.
Right? Exactly. So that's why I said that. I was like, stop. Like, use your brains and make something new. So anyway, that's why I said that. But you're right. I mean, AI is being integrated into everything. I can't tell you how many times a day I'll go on to ChatGPT and just simply ask. I treat ChatGPT like Google, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but I do. I'm like, oh, what's this? And it just tells me. And Leaf, my husband, is sitting at home right now using a songwriting platform called Dorico. And when I say songwriting, it's music writing, chart writing. And you can have ChatGPT open while you're on Dorico because, what was it, Finale, totally is going away. So if you update your computer, you lose Finale. So you have to learn Dorico. So he's sitting at the computer with Dorico open, ChatGPT on his right, and anytime he comes across anything that he can't figure out in Dorico, he types it into ChatGPT, and it immediately tells him how to fix his problem.
It's nuts.
It's life-changing.
It is life-changing. And it's going to be amazing. But the same thing, though, is everybody still wants humans, right?
Yeah.
Like your voice can't be replaced. They could try to steal it, but it can't be replaced.
Right.
Norah Jones, Tiny Tim, he's dead, but you could use him now. Like some of those great artists, you can go back. Not Tiny Tim, he wasn't a great artist, and he did the worst Christmas song of all time, and that'll be on Tuesday's show. But I'm serious. It's a song about Santa getting AIDS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go listen to it, you're like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Well, but it is amazing, and if you embrace it, it's incredible. Yeah. But it's also a tool that people could use. And I'm sure somebody like you could go, man, it wouldn't be neat, even if you're just, shopping ideas in your brain, like let's focus group it for ourselves, and I can lay something down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I love live musicians, obviously, but I was co-writing a song, not that I'm a writer, but I gave this songwriter that I was telling you that had probably 8 number ones on his computer, I gave him an idea for a song. I said, can we co-write a song? Here's my idea for it. And he said, he's such a savant when it comes to songwriting. He said, yeah, I'll have that song to you on Wednesday. I was like, what? And so we left the studio in Cookeville, and that night, Monday night, he emailed the song to me, fully produced because he had put it into Suno. But, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So that's how easy it is to do this, but then he's going to take live musicians and actually pay people to track it the way that he wants to track it so that he can sing it himself with a live vocal. And, but you're right. I can make up whatever I want to make up and put my own voice to it and not have to pay for it.
Yeah, which is big. The whole thing
is big.
Is having people, that I was saying earlier, the next James Cameron could be here in Nashville. Yeah. He could be in, in Iowa, right? But he's not in L.A.,
yeah, right.
And
right,
so
totally.
he could produce something, and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Yeah.
The Spotify thing. We're talking to Jane Paul. She's in here hanging out with us, and she's our busy bee lady, as you know, busy bee. But she's done a lot more than that. the Spotify thing. We're always talking about everybody talks about only Taylor Swift and a few other people ever make $1 off there, and it's not worth it, and the frustration. And you, as an artist, it can be. It's like for every 20 million, I get a nickel.
Well, okay. So here's the deal. If you own the master, the people that make the money off of Spotify are the people that own the masters. So if you get 1 million streams, you as a person, as a label, as the owner, whatever you want to be, you'll make between 4,000 and 5,000 per million streams. Now, it takes a lot to get 1 million streams, but as an artist, and then the writers make whatever, and the publishers make whatever. But as an artist, though, we have to then become we have to get royalties, artist royalties. So our contract with our label is 15% of whatever they bring in. We, the artists, get 15%. And that's kind of a across the board percentage as far as royalties are concerned. So if the label were to take in $5,000 because one of my songs got 1 million streams, then in theory, I should get a royalty check of $750. So in the grand scheme of things, is $750 a big amount of money compared to the billions of streams that other people get? Right. No. But for people like me, I'm like, oh, I have 2 million streams on this song and I have 4 million streams on this song. Oh, well, my royalty check should be pretty decent.
But if you own the masters?
If you own the masters, that's how much you make.
Okay.
Yeah. So the label owns the master of Baby It's Cold Outside. I keep hitting this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So they own the master of Baby It's Cold Outside. If that song makes 1 million streams, they, as the label, will take in $5,000.
But if you had your own original song and it was if it was your own original song and you did it and you put it up there, would you then have to go get the money, or do they still try to get the money for you?
No, if it's an original song that I put out myself, then I would get it. I have a song on Spotify that I didn't co-write, but I sang the demo and I asked the writer, I said, "Can I release this as a single?" And he said, "Yeah, you sure can." And he said, "But I want you to be able to make money off of Spotify." And he said, "The only people that make the money are the owners of the master." He said, "So how about you pay me for ownership of a third of the song, and then whatever money we get in, we give you a third of." And I said, "Okay, done deal." So hopefully that will make money, but I don't know if it will, but it's a lovely song. It's called Sanctuary.
Go now, stream
song, right? All million of you, stream it.
Now, Jamie Paul, thank you so much for coming in. She's our busy bee. You can go to Spotify. You're going to be all over, and we can't wait to talk to you again. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Chad, so much. So much fun, as always.
Maybe it's cold outside. You guys should do it with Carbon. I sure it's cold outside.
Oh, my
We're going to wrap
gosh.
it up straight ahead. Chad Benson Show.
This is insane.
All right, Matt's coming up next. He's in studio, except he's doubling as Jackson right now.
Hi, I'm Matt Murphy.
Hi, I'm Matt Murphy, everybody. Your wide receiver is going to the NFL. I want to talk about it. Let's talk about real college football. What the hell happened at University of Michigan?
Their head coach, have you heard the term crap where you eat?
Yes.
That's exactly what he did.
And everybody knew about it for a long time, dude. That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah, a lot of media and a lot of it was a rumor. Nobody could obviously confirm this story. And Michigan had a meeting with him with the two parties this summer, and they denied it. They said no how, no way this is happening, and they were lying. They were bold-faced lying.
And
he's gone, and apparently he was arrested last night.
Yeah. And still nothing released about, he's got a wife with 3 kids.
A lot of rumors. He was fired for cause, so he lost about $16.5 million in that's
a considerable chunk of change.
That's 3 years of salary. Obviously, he's a rich man. He's made a lot of money coaching football, but he could have been
now that his wife's going to take some of that.
He's losing at least half, and he lost $16.5 million last night. It's one of the wildest stories because they waited to complete this investigation.
They want to make sure they had the cause.
A week after National Signing Day.
Oh, yeah.
So they get all these recruits in.
Who are now going to bounce.
Oh, yeah. The transfer portal opens up here.
They're already in the portal. They're like, we're portaling out.
Next week, the portal will open up for them. I bet you see a mass exodus. It's just because they missed out on a lot of big hires. Lane Kiffin's already at LSU.
Well, with Lane Kiffin, if you offer him enough and make it sexy enough, he'll probably say he will go.
Lane Kiffin, all the SEC teams have made their hires, so what are you really going to be able to find in your next head coach? Penn State fired their head coach, and that head coach already got a job at Virginia Tech. So you were looking at the cupboard isn't bare, but you're not getting the best of the best options for what is a job that is one of the best in college football.
And you know what? Who is, as I say, Ken, I don't know if you've met Ken. He is Oklahoma. They're winners.
He's Ken Weaver.
They're winners.
Sharon Moore, by the way.
Yeah?
He played for Bob Stoops.
Oh, did he?
Oh, is he a Sooner?
He's a Sooner.
Or later, he's going to get caught, is what they said.
He ain't a Sooner anymore.
No Sooner. What's coming up on the Matt Murphy program that you're participating in?
We got Andy Ogles. I believe Scott Sapicki might stop by. Just a lot of fun things going on, and I'm going to talk to Matt more about that here in a minute.
Because you have no idea.
No idea.
Sapicki? I just show up, Chad. That's all I do. You do love college football, but your best receiver, he's decided he no longer wants to. He wants to take a pay cut and go to the NFL.
Yeah, so Chris Brazzell, Tennessee's wide receiver 1 this season, announced he's going to the draft about an hour ago. He's going to be a first round pick. He's going to do great things. And he did great things for Tennessee this season. And I'm excited to see what he does in the NFL, but I was kind of prepared. Chris wasn't playing the bowl game. First round picks aren't.
No, you're not
going to play in the Music City Bowl.
The Music City Bowl.
If they were in the playoffs, obviously Chris would have been out there, but he's not going to play in the Music City Bowl. That's just the era of college football we're in. So I was prepared for it.
Nincompoop, do you have your nincompoop for today?
I got to look.
Ken, I gave you a nincompoop today, right? You got that.
Yesterday it was Sharon Moore. I won.
Well, that was.
You like my trophy back there?
I do like your trophy. So you guys. So
who
sent
it to me?
Trophy.
It's going to Dollywood this weekend,
I
Matt.
sent Ken a nincompoop.
On what?
I texted to you.
Okay. I'll get it.
Yeah, you will like it.
We'll take it under review.
No, it's a good one.
No outsourcing nincompoop.
No, we had to because I do, I help him out and he helps me out because he's on the show and he helps me out because he's awesome. There is Matt. He is actually here.
Hey.
And you got the green and red on as well.
You like that?
That is very Christmassy.
Festive. I knew you'd notice.
Absolutely. Jackson's here. Ken's here. And of course, Matt's here because it's his show. You guys have a good one. We'll do it tomorrow.